buy a lot of cars. In fact, in the last 12 months, I've purchased a 2011 Mazda 3, a 2013 Mercedes-Benz C250, a 2011 Volvo S40, 2018 Lincoln Navigator Longboy, a 2012 Scion IQ, a 2012 Mazda 2, a 2013 Hyundai Tucson, a 2012 Ford Escape, and a 2021 Tesla Model 3. And of all of these cars, despite the fact that they're all very different with different price points, they all have one thing in common, and that is that they were purchased for below market value. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down my top 3 best purchases that I've made in the last 12 months. I'm going to talk about why I purchased those cars specifically, what went into that purchase, and the strategy that I used in order to get a steep discount. But first, I want to let you guys know of an exciting announcement of a project that my husband HP and I have been working on for roughly the last year, and that is a brand new course that we just released called the Car Buying Masterclass. Now, the Car Buying Masterclass is a full A to Z course to teach you how to purchase cars below market value, meaning how to buy cars at a steep discount. Many people believe that whenever you buy a car, the cost of depreciation is simply a given, and that if you want to buy a car and own a vehicle, you have to eat depreciation costs. But I'm here to tell you that that simply isn't true. I've purchased more than 50 cars over the last 7 years, and I have a near perfect track record of being able to buy a car, own it for a few years, and then get rid of that car and actually make a profit at the exit point of that vehicle transaction, whether it's because I sold the car, got totaled, whatever the case is. And you can accomplish this by buying cars with my proven method, which has been tested with vehicles like Mazdas, Toyotas, Maseratis, Lexuses, and so much more. With my course, the Car Buying Masterclass, you'll learn everything that you need to know to strategically navigate the car market, from planning for the right vehicle purchase, finding the right car, to negotiating a below market value deal. And with the Car Buying Masterclass, you can limit, or in some cases completely eliminate, the cost of ownership, potentially making your vehicle completely free to own. And when you purchase the Car Buying Masterclass, not only do you get access to hours worth of course content, but you'll also have access to our private Discord. And because we are so incredibly confident about the quality of education that you'll receive, you also get access to a robust 30-day money-back guarantee. To check out the Car Buying Masterclass, you can go to www.thecarbuyingmasterclass.com, or you can click on the link down in the description below. Now back to the video. Now, the first car purchase that I want to talk about is one that we made last year. In fact, last year on my birthday, and that is our 2011 Volvo S40. Now, this car is probably one of, if not my favorite car in my fleet, because of the fact that it's such a sleek, classic look, and this car was incredible condition whenever we bought it, and we got it for a killer price. We bought this car for $5,300, which was at the time about $1,700 below market value, which comes out to about a 15 to 20% discount on the vehicle. Even today, after owning the vehicle for a year and putting nearly 20,000 miles on it, I still feel extremely confident that I could sell this car for about $1,000 more than when I purchased the car for, so for about $6,300. So how did we do it? I talk about this a lot, but one of the best ways to get a great deal on a car is having a sense of urgency, offering to meet the seller right now with cash. Not tonight, not tomorrow, not next week. Offer to come right now with cash, and you'd be shocked at how many sellers are willing to budge on the price in those sets of circumstances. By doing this, we were able to negotiate in person, and the fact that the seller had a motivated buyer right there in front of him, we were able to get a few $100 off an already killer deal. The Volvo is a really great example that if you really want the best deal in a car, you need to be ready to pounce on a purchase ASAP, like the moment that you see it, because this truly is how you get the best discount. And in the case of the Volvo, not only did we get a steep discount, but this car literally needed nothing. It was in perfect condition at the point of purchase. Next up is the most recent addition to our fleet, and this is our 2012 Ford Escape with just over 100,000 miles on it. This car was not in perfect condition, but even with that taken into account, the KBB, or fair market value, of this car was at about $6,800. We bought this car for $4,500, which means that we got about a 30% discount on this vehicle. Now, everything I talked about with the Volvo also applies to this car. This was an example where I saw the listing on Facebook Marketplace, I messaged the seller, I said, hey, I can come right now to get the car, and they said, sure, where do you want to meet? And then we met and we ended up purchasing it. In the case of this specific seller, they actually had a buyer lined up for later the afternoon. So had we not jumped on it that morning, we probably would have lost out on the deal. So we had the benefit of having cash and being able to meet the seller right then and there, which definitely played to our favor. But the other thing that we did that we didn't have to do with the Volvo is we made sure to do our research on the car that we were buying. This seller said that the AC wasn't working, and they were quoted over $1,000 to repair it, which was why he was selling the car at a discount. But upon further investigation, we had reason to believe that the AC wasn't broken, it just had a leak. So we made an offer for $4,500 under the guise that we believed that the repair for this AC would be $1,000 $1,500 at least. So we got home, we took the car to a shop that we work with, and we found out that the car did in fact just have a simple leak and it wasn't a full-blown AC problem. And we were able to get this fixed for about $150 all in. And now the car is driving just fine. In fact, a couple of days after we made this repair, we drove this car to Nashville, Tennessee and back to Dallas in a weekend, and the car had no issues. This is a prime example of a car that a seller sold simply because they didn't really know any better. This seller would have been so much better off taking the car to a second shop for a second opinion, getting the AC issue fixed, and then listing the car for sale for $1,500 to $2,000 more expensive. That repair and second opinion diagnosis would have been well worth it. But they didn't do this, and as a result, we were able to get a steep discount on a really great car. Don't be scared of cars that aren't in perfect condition, and don't be afraid to research problems while you're at the vehicle doing your pre-purchase inspection. Research common problems, issues that you may see, or potential problems that you could have later on down the road based off of vehicle condition. Using your phone and researching those topics on the fly can have a huge benefit to you as the buyer, and they can help you negotiate prices with the vehicle. And last but certainly not least is probably my favorite vehicle purchase ever, and that is my personal car, which is a 2021 Tesla Model 3 Performance. And while this isn't the best deal that I've had on a car, I do think that it shows the potential with this strategy of buying vehicles outside of your typical cash low-end to economical vehicle. Now, I purchased my 2021 Tesla Model 3 Performance back in April of 2024, so just earlier this year. And I know what you're thinking. Teslas are holding their value terribly, which is true. But this also means that I knew that if I wanted a chance of owning this car for virtually free, I would need to buy this car at a good price. And that's exactly what I did. I found my Tesla Model 3 Performance on Facebook Marketplace and I paid $26,000 in cash. According to KBB, my Tesla had a value of about $30,000, so I got about a 14% discount on it at the point of purchase. And even today, after another round of Tesla price cuts, a refreshed Model 3 being announced and released, KBB still shows my car being worth closer to $29,000 than the $26,000 that I paid. In fact, I occasionally look at Model 3 Performances with my mileage, spec, and year, and I have yet to be able to find one with the same price point. On top of the good deal that I got, my Model 3 came with front PPF, WeatherTech floor mats in the front, back, and trunk. It also came with the portable charger as well as the hardwired wall charger as well, and it came with full tint on all of the windows, including the roof. Whether you love or hate Tesla, you have to acknowledge that this was a good deal. And with this specific vehicle, it was a prime example of patience. Prior to buying my specific Tesla, we had looked for Tesla Model 3s for months. We even went to look at a few in person and we weren't able to find the right one for the right price. And so once we saw the one that we ended up buying, we knew that we had to jump on it because we knew that it was a good deal. We met the seller quickly, we gave him cash, but truthfully, we probably could have arranged financing if we wanted to because the seller was super easy to work with and understanding, but we did opt for a cash purchase and we ended up getting a great deal. So there you guys have it, some of the best purchases that I've made in the last 12 months. If you're interested in learning how to navigate the car market and how to buy cars in a strategic way, then be sure to check out the Car Buying Masterclass, which is linked down in the description below. You can use the code OFFER50 to get $50 off that purchase. Like always, you guys, if you have any questions, comments, if you have anything to add, I would love to hear it, so make sure to leave a comment down below. And while you guys are at it, make sure to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. And I will see you guys in the next video.